is even more fun than going to Saint Sebastian, Irun, Onday, Biarritz, Bayonne, or being sick to my stomach on the Travesera de Gracia in Barcelona. Partly because of my love for you, partly because of your love for yogurt.
We love performative reading. Just kidding, I did read some pages. Regret to inform, I'm still moving through this. Hi, hello, it's your boy Nate. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. Please excuse the bad hair, if there is any bad hair. Yeah, I literally woke up. It's 11:30. Last night was just one of those nights where I just couldn't sleep. And I was just thrashing in bed, and while I should have been, you know, reading on my Kindle, I was on TikTok for quite a bit, because, yeah, I thought it was going to get banned, right? Everyone thought it was going to get banned, and then it came back, thanks to nobody. We have it again, and I've just been, like, constantly on it, because I was just like, great, there's this thing that I thought was going to go away, but it's here, and it's here to stay, and everyone was going to migrate, and everyone was going to RedNote, and then everyone downloaded RedNote. It's just crazy. With all of that, I'm here, still stuck with Quentin Tarantino. It's been enlightening. I've been having an okay time. It really is about what he calls the movie brats. So you have Brian De Palma, Martin Scorsese, and Paul Schrader. He talks about them a bunch in the chapters before, but I literally just got to the titular chapter. Titular enough for you? Cinema speculation. Did you know that Paul Schrader wrote the script for Taxi Driver and actually gave it to Brian De Palma first? But then Brian De Palma was like, this ain't the right time, I can't do this. He also thought it was lacking in something. So then it was passed off to Martin Scorsese. And then now we have Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. But imagine if Brian De Palma did Taxi Driver. It looked very, very different. Tarantino classifies these guys as the movie brats, and it's just been fun to sort of see their influences, and also me, a letterbox fiend, just adding all these movies to my watch list. Like, I had no idea Brian De Palma was so inspired by Hitchcock, now that I know with Tarantino's notes. And now it makes a lot of sense, because I was just like, wow, Brian De Palma really knows how to set a scene, block it, and present it in a way that feels so cinematically inventive, fresh, inviting, and pulls you in real good. He took from Hitchcock a lot with the idea of cinema first, camera first. So he believed that the movie and the plot comes first. Then it's the camera's work to really present how that story is shown. And so it's less about the details. Even though Hitchcock, I think, does really great sets and designs, they're always so lavish and beautiful, but it really is story first, then camera, the motions of the camera, the way that it moves and pulls in and pulls out, and then everything else. Everything else is decorative. Where, funny enough, last night just watched Queer by Luca Guadagnino. For Luca, it's different. I think everything is about detail. Detail comes first. With the title credits and everything, you get bits and bobs of what Burroughs' life was, and you get manuscripts, books, spectacles, things that he had. And this is why I've always loved Luca. He was so detail-oriented. And with all the details meshed together, I think you get a beautiful presentation, especially under J.W. Anderson's costuming, which was phenomenal. Oh my god. Like, just like storytelling through clothes, y'all. It's real. It's real. And that's what makes a picture, which I loved a lot. There's too much to unpack for Queer. One, I think it is faithful to the text. I think it's a lot stronger than the text itself. In the latter half, where they do yahe or ayahuasca, you get that in the book, but they never like undergo the trip and just the beautiful relationship that Burroughs had with this little friend that he had. And yeah, I loved that bit, and I think also speaks to sort of the psychosis and hallucinations and coming off of his heroin addiction that we found a lot of in, say, Cronenberg's Naked Lunch. I think it perfectly encapsulates the queer experience, and just this like one step forward, two steps back of like trying to find your identity and centering yourself, just trying to feel comfortable. I've never felt comfortable in my own body. Still to this day, I don't. I really don't. I don't know what the secret sauce is. Having read so much and watched so much and loved a bit, not much, but a bit, I still don't know my own centering. I don't think it's a thing that I will ever know. If I've learned anything from, say, Woody Allen's Zelig, right? I am a constant chameleon to the people I invite into my life and the books and movies that I invite as well. So I'm constantly adapting, constantly changing. That will go on forever, till the day I die. Yeah, it feels entirely personal because it is about the grappling of the queer body, what we do with it, what we make do with it. What I thought was like really ugly CGI, I think makes a lot of sense because it is, I don't know, to be queer is to exist in duality. Also with the play of Burroughs as an expat in Mexico, leaving America in a country that didn't want him at the height of the AIDS epidemic, you get this mix of two faces, two sides. What you do during the day is different from what you do at night. Or what I think I wrote in my Letterboxd review, great review also, linked downstairs. What we do during the day is different than what we feel at night. We constantly exist in this duality, code switching as well in between who's queer and who's not. But for Burroughs, I think he was just really blunt in who he was and everything that he learned from that old queen Bobo. I was forgiving of this CGI used in the film a lot because you had these fake sets. They almost feel dreamlike and exist part of a dream. They don't feel real. Reality then is what you make of it, right? And you make do with what you have. And so read too much into it and say, you know, the actor and the self, and you have man-made sets with miniatures as well, mixed with the CGI, and all of this is just facades looking at facades in order to pay spotlight to the body available. Where is the true self in that spotlight? And then there's this beautiful body melting sequence in the third act that just pays tribute to that and respects that feeling a lot, and a vulnerability that I think speaks to the way where queer people seek out their sexual identity and their sexual comfortability as well through that dreamy, beautiful sequence when they go on their Alaska trip. Anyway, I spoke on and bumbled on for too long. For the days ahead, I have a really long weekend. It is so nice. I will say, I don't think I've had a really good few days to myself where I'm like at home and I can do home things. I'm thinking closet clean out, I gotta put laundry away. The Lemaire show just happened, so I'm taking notes and visualizing my outfits, and I'm getting closer, y'all. I'm getting closer to how I want to dress, feeling comfortable with the clothes that I have, and it's good. I gotta go get film developed, which is so dumb because, anyway, it's this whole holiday. It's a really long week. It's essentially the Lunar New Year in Korea, and so I have Saturday to Thursday off. Get some reading done, writing done, movie watching done. Honestly, today was really nice. I did not set an alarm last night and just sort of woke up taking this day slow. Taking it slow, y'all. After I get film developed, I think I'm going to go to 2 bookstores just to check them out. I don't think I'm going to pick anything up. Really, I'm going to try and live by my word and not buy any more books, because I got quite a few in LA. I also got sent a bunch. Yeah, all of that has arrived, and Carrie's book swap, and just a few other things, purchases I shouldn't have made, but I did. Yeah, I am just going to try and read everything that's on my shelves. Okay, let's get on with this day, and I'm so sorry I babbled on for too long. Let's get this day started.
It is hard to believe when I'm with you that there can be anything as still, as solemn, as unpleasantly definitive as statuary when right in front of it.
If anyone must know, chicken nugget salad going strong, except look, we got hot Cheetos. The hot Cheetos fries are in here. And a side of tortillas. We got the Dario Argento movie. I forgot what this one's called. I'll leave a little title thing here. Let's lunch. Okay, hi, hello. I'm just adding more narrative structure to all of this. Just got film developed. Super smooth, super easy, super fast. Thank you, Filmlog, for always doing the good bits. Yeah, now I'm gonna go to a bookstore called Curriculum. Quick fit breakdown, though. folks, do we like that? How is that? Okay, peace out.
I just want to say something to all the kids who may feel that they're a little different. You know what I mean, like I was? Here's to the kids who are different. The kids who don't always get A's. The kids who have ears twice the size of their peers, or who have noses that go on for days. Here's to the kids who are different. The kids who are just out of step. The kids they all tease who have cuts on their knees and whose sneakers are perpetually wet. Here's to the kids who are different. The kids with a mischievous streak. For when they have grown, as history's shown, it's their difference that makes them unique. So when you feel like a dropout, you don't have to cop out. Nobody does it like you. You may be worn to a frazzle, but one day you'll dazzle 'em. Nobody does it like you. You've got to be yourself because yourself is all you got. So even if you goop it up, they gotta say you took a shot. And there can be no denying you'll get points for trying. Nobody does it like you, you see. 'Cause nobody did it like me.
Sup, it's the next day. Also, I love that Mega Coffee has like V as their mascot. That's not the word I'm looking for. Brand ambassador. I don't know what it is about me, but I am still having like major American cravings. Like I must have sugar in my coffee. This is a hazelnut latte. I usually don't get this. I usually get like an iced Americano. But also I could have made an Americano by myself at home. But here we are with this. Yikes. Yesterday was nice. I visited 2 bookstores. The first bookstore, it's called Curriculum. It's really cute. It's this great space with old vintage magazines, photography monographs, a couple of like clothing pieces and stuff. It was really cute, really beautiful space. And I think they host events there sometimes because they also have like a bar area. It would be really cute if they set up a cafe in there, but very limited seating though, if it ever happened. So it's more, I think, works as a event space better. And they had like really cool vintage François Sagan printed in Korean, which was really cool. I've never seen anything like that before. It's really cool. God, how many times did I use cool in the last 30 seconds? Yeah, they had the Sofia Coppola archive book. It was a bitch to get all the way over there though, because people are protesting still against the impeachment of Yoon Suk-yeol, which is insane to me, y'all. That's insane to me. Like, the man declared martial law. Has Korea not learned anything about martial law and a dictatorship? Ah! And you're against that? Even I don't have to be a person of politics to know not to declare martial law in a state of so-called emergency. Like, if I was worried about North Korean spies or what have you, I would not immediately declare martial law. That is crazy. That is crazy talk, y'all. Crazy. I don't even have to be a politician. That's crazy. The world is in flames. I think I was talking to someone recently where nowhere is safe. In terms of, like, any sort of sanctuary. The entire world is burning. There's no sense of safety. And I think that safety has to come from within, meshed into communities and friendships and such, in order to feel that safety, or the illusion of safety. Who knows? What a world we live in. What a world. You know, I question that a lot though. Like, how did people in the 70s deal with that? How did they react? Are we reacting in the same ways? What worked for them that's not working for us? And what's not working for them, what's working for us? How did we just get to safety? Yeah, so I had to walk 30 minutes to get to that bookstore because all the streets were closed. It was nice though, not gonna lie. I listened to Eusexua, the new FK Twigs album, which is fun. I think it kind of falls off somewhere near the end, but the first half of the album is really strong. I think it's really in tune with the entire aesthetic and mood that FK Twigs wants to work in, and sort of the liberty of club music, late 90s, early 2000s sound, like Euro trash sound. The last half, and oh god, y'all, that Northwest feature, I don't know. I don't know. It's fun, but I'm just like, God. I'm wondering if Northwest will ever grow up, look back at her old work, and be like, God damn, that was awful. Like, any of her work. Awful. But yeah, fun album. I'm enjoying it a lot. And yeah, was a great use of my 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back. And then went to Pomelo Press, which is in Itaewon. What a cute bookstore. Really nice selection. And y'all, I did damage. Not a lot though, okay? Y'all, I got Butcher's Crossing by John Williams. People have talked the hell out of this, and I'm just like, okay, let me do it. I enjoyed Starner by John Williams. I think I did that about 2 years ago, and I did that as a buddy read. I always forget this, with Jiren from Jiren's Archives. And yeah, we had such a lovely time, and it's an incredible read. I think it's such a strong look at humanity and always striving. It's almost like Sisyphus in context of the American dream and what success looks like, what is a fully fleshed out life. The ending of that is just, whew, beautifully done. Beautifully done. Exquisite. And this one, I think, is about more of like a trek through the West. It's the 1870s. Will Andrews, fired up by Emerson, seeks out an original relation to nature, drops out of Harvard, and heads west. He washes up in Butcher's Crossing, a small Kansas town on the outskirts of nowhere. Butcher's Crossing is full of restless men looking for ways to make money and ways to waste it. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, because that sounds great. Again, what is the American dream? How long does it take to get there? And if we ever get it. Can't wait to do this. Okay, Pomelo Press. Great selection. They had like vintage copies of the Paris Review, not many though. Just a really eclectic selection. And NYRBs. They had a handful, not many, but a handful of NYRBs. And I was just like, God, even Kyobo doesn't carry NYRBs. And they should. They really should. I should put a word in, honestly. And I've got 60 pages of this left. So yeah, gonna finish it this afternoon. And that's it.
Wide world is a clown with his nose painted red. A rainbow-colored balloon.
Drifting back and forth between each other like a tree breathing through its spectacles. And what good does all the research of the Impressionists do them when they never got the right person to stand near the tree when the sun sank? Or for that matter, Marino Marini when he didn't pick the rider as carefully as the horse. It seems they were all cheated of some marvelous experience, which is not going to go wasted on me, which is why I'm telling you about it.